William the Ninth. Oh, sorry. William the Ninth.
We practice a lot.
Can you do it one more time?
Okay, let's get this.
William the Ninth.
Welcome to the hallowed court of Torriano, in the presence of the esteemed King Esteve. It is I, William the Ninth, Duke of Aquitaine, troubadour poet of worldwide fame. Fresh from the bloody battlefields, beat the drums, I place myself before you, lords, ladies, and simpletons, the first in this competition for the king's favour. The first in every way, to be fair. You've heard the legends reported from the Saracens' realm, leading armies, check. Winning women, check, check. Triumphant over enemy and paramours alike. So blare the trumpets, flourish those flags, lay down the carpet, and I'll make my plea for valour, outrageous courage, and chivalry. Good looks, swanky sword skills, and modesty. Frankly, there is no compare. We could just end this competition there. Giraud de Bonnet.
A composer, said to have invented the so-called light style. And so I usher myself to the stand, appealing not to the eye, or even, dare I utter it, to the brains. Though be sure, most eminent Esteve, there is none whose mighty brains I hold in brighter awe, but no, by a certain sweet stealth I am esteemed composer of the honeyed tunes. I am a maker of music that whispers its worth across the curl of muscle and bone, to wheel and splash among the old grey matter, to stew the thoughts, Esteve, those excellent thoughts of yours, to stew those really most exceptional thoughts that you brew, Esteve, in the mellow syrups, in the sweet soup of sounds that you so surely leave you insensible, Esteve, that see you numbed in all but the ear hole. The ear hole. All this through the plush fruits of music, Esteve. Yes, through the plush, dark fruits. The oozing fruits of music upon music upon music. Bits of paper. Geoffrey Riddell.
Across the sea, I love from afar, in a land of sand and ruin and gold. I come not to vie with these vaunting men for your love, dear king, forgive me, but a humble request for a single hand, the most wonder lovely that were ever a hand, Countess Hodierna, God, dare I speak her name, more beautiful than any. Well, she's indescribable even for we poets. I long for a friendship, courteous of kind, that makes of joy its call, releases all bonds, builds one up high while breaking one down, reveals the true self, has it accepted and heard, in giving everything, it wins the world. If that's a different kind of contest to this, no matter. I don't fear your displeasure or punishment. There's no worse fate that I already have, loving and being unloved. I'll leave you all, for I pursue something other than this vapid pageantry, to swoon in the arms of my far-off lover. Bertrand de Born.
A well-known satirist with a taste for both the violent and the serene. What delight to hear from Geoffrey. What unalloyed pleasure to receive these keening tones, these soft-held words of a sorrowed heart, tossed to languor by its sufficient melancholy. For what more could this world need right now, as it spins like a fairground ride with a bolt loose, with an engineer on crack, and a septic turd laid on every other seat? Yes, What more could this world need right now than the sweetsome idioms of our good fellow Geoffrey? What a fine defence these words tender to those very nail bombs shortly to explode in our metaphorical faces. What relief these verses gift to the slashed and bloody guts of this our twitching nation, slung all over the shop like a plague, to mix, with my apologies, my metaphors. For I excite myself. I am not here to highlight another's burdensome skills, abundant though those gifts may be. No, I must still my heart and reach into the coolest reaches of my fancies and my blood to profess my own dignities. If chosen, I shall coax forth such serene verses as tick with light and leaves and pleasure and laughter. Ah, yes, Esteve. Be assured I am a poet of daintiest sensibility after all, here to serve with inks quickened by perfume, here to serve in my most gracious, most lofty, most mislaced gratitude. Circumon.
Just one request, my esteemed king, should I be fortunate enough to be picked. Ever keep me roaming. Circumon, the world searcher I am, through wooded pathways, broad seas, the citadels mighty and murky. Whatever I see, I will sing a true summary of the state of things. When the sweet air turns bitter and the leaf falls from the twigs and the birds change their language, still will I sing. At Easter time, in summer, the brightest July, flowers in the meadow, gold and green, the shivering winters, gloom in the sky, still will I sing. When corals bleach and forests are logged, the slippering away of the glittering ice and clouds are a belching smog, still will I sing. The tipping tides and the ocean's heat, voluminous waste and vanishing birds, of every such thing I'll give you true word. Therefore not for my sake, or even yours, but for all who follow, choose me, O Lord. And our final, Beatrice, Comtessa de Dia.
Female. Texts almost always accompanied by a flute. Understated eloquence. I am beyond this race. I am ragged with its burnt care. Jostled, I claim instead my peace. I lay down my ink and lift this flute. I am loosed by sweeter breath than that which only tells its worth. I am loosed to rise now in tones alone. I am unafraid. I am a glade, or a breeze, or a bird, or a bolt of silk. I am released and alone, and I am well.
Your vote for the winning troubadour poet. So if we could raise hands for who will be the poet for King Esteve. We've got William the Ninth. Any takers? No, he was a bit proud. Giraud de Bournay. No. Next we have Geoffrey Rudel. Yes, 2 votes in the lead. Bertrand de Born.
Hey.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circumon. No. Oh, 2, 2. Lovely. And finally, Beatrice.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. Worthy winner. Thank you.